Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome to my channel. Today starts another reading vlog, so stay tuned. So I have been busy today, running errands, filming videos. There was like a band Zoom meeting for Xander's, well, for school, for band, yeah. Anyway, it's been kind of crazy today. But I did manage to get some reading done, which is great. I did a little bit of physical reading and I did a lot of audiobook reading while I was running around. But before I get into that, I should tell you kind of what my TBR for this week is. So the Scallywagathon is going on this week. So I had to pull up the little map here. I'll let you see it there. But you can actually go on to Scallywagathon.com and see this all for yourself. But there's a map and there's many different courses that you can take, and you start by picking a point 1 through 5 on this map, and then for each place you choose you have 2 different paths you can take. So I decided to go with number 5, which is Ahoy Hearties, featuring a friend group. So I will be reading The Babysitter's Club, Christie's Great Idea graphic novel for that one. And then from there I could go to 7 or 8. And I decided to go with 7, A Precious Cargo, a middle grade. So I will be reading The Apprentice Witch by James Nichol for that. And then from there you go on a detour, A or B. And I went with A, Washed Ashore, a book published 3+ years ago. And for that, I will be reading Graceling by Kristen Kishore. This is my little Twitter buddy read, like group buddy read book for this week. And then from there, you get back on track and I would go to 9. And that is Black Sails Has a Black Cover. And for that, I will be reading Sleepy Hollow and Other Stories by Washington Irving. So actually the readathon started yesterday and I picked this back up. I was only 8 pages in before, but I picked this back up yesterday and I'm currently on page 46 of this, and I'm reading The Spectre Bridegroom right now. That's okay. I read Rip Van Winkle earlier this morning, and it was pretty dull actually. And I kind of DNF'd the Sleepy Hollow story because I think I got like 9 or 10 pages into that and just I couldn't stand reading it anymore because of the wording. So other books that I want to read this week, I'd like to also finish Nameless, A Tale of Beauty and Madness by Lily St. Croix. And I also started listening to the audiobook of Girl Serpent Thorn off of Scribd. This was my Scribd pick from my wheel. So let's see what NEWTs these will complete. Graceling will complete my O in Ancient Runes, which will complete all of my Ancient Runes. And Girl Serpent Thorn will complete my A in Herbology, which will have all of my herbologies completed. Sleepy Hollow will complete my A in potions. The Apprentice Witch will complete my A in Transfiguration. And I don't think the Babysitter Club actually completes any of my NEWTs. So yes, this is what I want to read this week, plus my audiobook. I think it's kind of doable. I hope it is. I was supposed to actually start Graceling today, and I'm supposed to be like 50-something pages in. Actually, I have it already all marked up. I'm supposed to be on page 58, so tomorrow I'm going to have to catch up because I'm supposed to be on page 117 tomorrow, or 116 tomorrow. So hopefully I can get all this done, and this will keep me on track with how many I need to read each week in order to complete all of the books I have to read for this month. Fingers crossed I can do it. Also, I'm currently surrounded by books that I'm getting rid of. Like, I just filmed a ridiculous unhaul. Don't know when it's actually going to post, but yeah, huge unhaul. Alright, it's late. I gotta get up stupid o'clock in the morning to get Xander up and ready for school. So, I will talk to you later. So I went out today and met my friend Christy for lunch, and we had a lovely time. I didn't film any of it though. We just kind of sat and talked and hung out. And other than that, I just edited a video, so not a very eventful day. But I did get some reading done. So while I was out and about yesterday and while I was out today, I was listening to Girl Serpent Thorn by, I think it's Melissa, hold on, Bashardoust. I don't know if I said that right, but it's based around like Persian folklore and mythology, and it's about a girl who is cursed to be poisonous to anybody that she touches, like skin to skin. And her whole life she's grown up without ever having been touched or being able to touch anybody, being held by her mother, any of that. And she's very, very lonely. And then she learns that there's a way to break this curse, but there's some repercussions, and this is really good. I want to say I give this 4 stars. If you're a fan of like fairy tales and that kind of thing, you're going to really enjoy this story, I think. I listened to the like the note from the author at the end, and in addition to all of the Persian folklore and mythology, there's also like little bits from other fairy tales such as Sleeping Beauty, or I picked up on like some Beauty and the Beast vibes while listening to it, and I think she said there was another one as well. It's really good. I really enjoy it. I definitely recommend it. 4 stars. And then I also picked up Graceling by Kristen Cashore because I'm supposed to be buddy reading this, and I didn't read it yesterday, so I had to catch up. So I'm on page 116 of this. That's just where I'm supposed to be for now. And that's all the reading I've gotten done today. I'm not sure how much I'll get done tomorrow just because I have a big video that I have to edit. Last week's vlog I have to edit today or tomorrow. And Xander's also doing virtual school tomorrow, so the whole virtual school this year is really weird. It's definitely taking some getting used to, but we're following the exact same school schedule, so we still have to get up at, like, we don't have to get up as early because he's not taking a bus to school, but he still has to be logged in on the computer and check in with his teacher by 7 a.m. And we still have all the same class times and all of that. It's interesting, but it's working out so far, so we'll see how it goes. But yes, tomorrow and the rest of this week, he's all virtual. He only goes to school Monday and Tuesday. And apparently there's very, very few students at school. But it's late. I gotta get up super early, so I will talk to you tomorrow.
We all wanna be a little stronger. Each fall takes a piece out of our hearts. So I'll run away, away into the darkest parts of me. I need a change desperately. I thought love was a lost art till you showed me some sanctuary. Now I never wanna let you go, never gonna let you go until we're both those souls running out for love. You were there with open arms when I thought love was a lost art. When I thought love was a lost art.
I'm just letting my hair dry on its own. It's gonna end up being a frizzy mess, but I don't care. We're not going anywhere today. We're just gonna kind of be lazy and hang out around the house. Last night was a long night. We didn't leave the school until like after 11 o'clock. But we had such a great time. Xander had a blast playing in the percussion and doing the halftime show and all that. They don't have their full show ready yet, but it was still fun to watch them. I actually worked the concession stand for the first half of the game, and then the second half I just got to enjoy the show. This is not a good angle, so I'm going to change how I have my camera sitting. Hold on. Okay, that's better. So I did manage to get some reading done since the last time I checked in. It's been a minute. Yesterday I actually took with me Nameless, A Tale of Beauty and Madness by Lily St. Croix. And I did read some more of it and I DNF'd it again. This book is just not for me. I have tried so many times to read it. I'm just not a fan. This is a Snow White retelling, but like instead of dwarves, the family or whatever are vampires, and it's like they're like mafia vampires. I don't know. Did you hear Xander kind of laugh behind? He was standing behind the camera making silly faces and dancing, but I think he got tickled by the mafia vampires. This was just not for me, so I am DNFing it yet again. I did read a little bit more of this Sleepy Hollow and Other Short Stories by Washington Irving. I read the Spectre Bridegroom and The Devil and Tom Walker. I really liked the Spectre Bridegroom. It was a super cute story, and I also really enjoyed The Devil and Tom Walker. All that's left in here is Old Christmas. And that one I think is like the longest story in here. So we'll see how that one goes. I might be able to get this done today, or if not, I'll get it done tomorrow. I've been listening to the audiobook of The Apprentice Witch here and there, and I'm on page 113 of this. So about a third of the way through, but it's short, like it's a quick audiobook, so I imagine between today and tomorrow I can get this finished. And I'm also reading my buddy read of Graceling, and I'm on page 287 of this. I haven't done today's pages yet, which would take me to 361. So I've got to get that done today. But by the end of the day tomorrow I should have this finished. So by the end of the day tomorrow, I should have all of these finished and have DNF'd this. I also still need to read my graphic novel, which hopefully I can find some time between today and tomorrow to squeeze in. Kind of cutting it all a little short. It seemed like I had more time, and then I just didn't. I do have a video to edit today, so I don't know how much reading I'll get done. I was supposed to have today to read, and we were going to go and do that inflatable thing. Again, the weather's not cooperating, so we're not doing it today. We're going to aim for tomorrow. And so today, I was going to edit tomorrow, but now I'm going to have to edit today. So that's my plan for the day. If I have some time, I'll get some reading done. Otherwise, most of this reading will have to wait until tomorrow. Be pushing it close. But I'm gonna go because I need something to eat, and I will talk to you later. So yesterday I finished 2 books. I finished Sleepy Hollow and The Apprentice Witch. So, alright, with Sleepy Hollow and Other Short Stories by Washington Irving, I'm gonna give this 3 stars. There were 2 stories in it that I DNF'd because of like the writing, and so I would give those 1 star. But then there was 1 story that I gave 3 stars and 2 stories that I gave 4 stars. So I'm gonna say 3 stars even for this one. And then The Apprentice Witch by James Nichol. This is about a girl named Arian Wynn who she fails her witch test and she's stuck as an apprentice witch, but she still gets assigned a job as the town witch for a place called Lowell. They kind of gave her this job because nothing ever happens in Lowell, and it's a good way for her to like slowly build up her skills and will eventually be able to become a full-fledged witch. However, a lot of things are going down in Lowell. And then to top all of that off, her like arch nemesis Gemma arrives there and just causes all kinds of trouble for her. This is a lot of fun. I give it 3.5, and I am interested in continuing with the rest of the series. So I didn't get around to my reading for Graceling yesterday. I need to do that today. I need to finish the entire book today. I'm going to be doing a lot of housework. I've been super lazy this morning. Like, I've done nothing but watch videos on YouTube. Literally, that's all I've done this morning. But I need to get up and do some cleaning. Like, my library is an absolute disaster right now, and I want to get that all cleaned up because we're thinking next weekend we may do like a Mulan viewing party, because we have like the big projector screen and stuff, and it's streaming on like Disney Plus with Premiere or something like that. So I've been like anxiously waiting for this movie to come out. Like, it was supposed to come out in March, and then COVID happened and they pushed it back and it pushed it back and pushed it back, and it was supposed to come out like in August, but it got pushed back again. And I guess instead of coming out in theaters, they decided to stream it, and I'm super excited for that. So I want to like get this room in like pristine condition and be able to do like a fun little viewing party here next weekend. But between that and finishing this, that's probably all I'm going to do today. Again, we were going to try to do this inflatable thing, but Xander's friend had to cancel, and Xander didn't want to do it by himself. And this is like the last weekend that it's going to be going on until next summer. So we're not going to be doing it after all. But that's okay. I need to get this work done, so I don't mind having the day home. So I'm going to go and do that, and I'll just check in with you later this evening. So it's later Sunday evening, and I have completed 2 more books. So I completed The Graceling, or I think it's just Graceling, by Kristen Cashore. I give this 3.75. I really enjoyed it. So we follow Katsa, and she kind of reminds me in the beginning a little bit of Selena Sardathian from the Throne of Glass series, because she's like the king's assassin. But I kind of like Katsa more than I like Selena, because she's more like compassionate and warm and caring, and I just really liked her because of that. But in this world, there are people that are graced, and they have a specific skill that they're really, really good at. Not everybody is a graceling. Katsa is. And when you're a graceling, you have 2 different color eyes. So she has 1 blue eye, 1 green eye. And it's believed that her skill or her grace is killing, because as a young girl, she actually killed her cousin with like 1 blow to the face. She like punched him in the nose and killed him, and protecting herself. And from that point forward, the king made her his little killer, and she gets fed up with being his assassin, and in her quest to leave the king and all that behind, she ends up learning more about her grace and herself and other secrets of the kingdom. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and I look forward to reading the next book in this series. And then after that, I read The Babysitter Club, Christie's Great Idea graphic novel. 5 stars. This was 5 stars when I read it before, not that long ago, I don't believe. But this gives me like all the nostalgia of like reading it originally. It was so much fun, and I can't wait to continue the series now that I have the second of this. Oh, and if you don't know what the Babysitter Club is about, it's about a group of friends. We have Christy, Claudia, Marianne, and Stacy, and they form this little Babysitters Club. And well, it was Christy's idea, hence the first book being Christy's great idea. And that's really it. Growing up, I wanted to be in the Babysitter Club. Okay, once I finished with those, I actually started listening to the audiobook of Queen of Shadows, the next in the Throne of Glass series. It was weird, like I really enjoyed Heir of Fire. That was my favorite book in the series so far. But then listening to this, it was like really hard to get into right away. I was just not feeling it, and I almost decided to put it off, but I did continue, and I'm on page 110 now, just a little bit into it. I don't know how I'm feeling about this. I know Kale, one of the characters that I really liked before, he's kind of a jerk right now, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. And then Xander wanted to read something with me, and I kind of wanted to like limit what I was reading to what I already needed to read this month. So we started Werewolf in Riverdale by Caleb Rorig, and we only read the first chapter, so we're only on page 12. And then he was tired and ready for bed. So I got started on this just a little bit. Hold on. Where is my little thing? I'm going to move the camera a little bit because my face is like all in shadow right now. Alright, that's a little bit better. Okay, so this week I did manage to complete all of the challenges for the Scallywagathon. Scallywagathon. There we go. So the first challenge was Ahoy Hearties, read a book featuring a friend group. And for that, I read The Babysitter Club. And then from there I went on to Precious Cargo, a middle grade. And where's my book? Hold on. For that I read The Apprentice Witch. And then for Washed Ashore, a book published 3+ years ago. For that I read The Graceling, or Graceling. Why do I want to call it The Graceling? It's just Graceling. This was published in 2008, so definitely more than 3 years ago. And then for the last challenge, Black Sails, has a black cover. I originally had this nameless for that, but I did DNF this. And so I picked up Sleepy Hollow for it, and I did complete this. Granted, I DNF'd some of the stories in it, but I did complete it. So I'm counting that as a success. And this week I have completed, if you count these, but this one being DNF'd, I completed these 5+ Girl Serpent Thorn on audio. And then I started these 2. So I think I'm still on track for completing everything that I need to complete by the end of this month. So I'm not mad at it. Let me look at what I needed to do for all of my NEWTs. Where is my notebook? So The Apprentice Witch completed my A in Transfiguration, which is Lapifor's spell, an animal on the cover or in the title, and there is like a little rabbit on the cover here. Graceling completed my O in Ancient Runes, which is Love Rune, read a romance, and there was definitely a romance in here, and it was really good. So that actually completed all of my Ancient Runes. Girl Serpent Thorn completed my A in Herbology, Puffapods, flowers on the cover, and that actually completed all of my Herbology. Sleepy Hollow completed my A in Potions, ingredient Flying Seahorse, a book with sky in the title or on the cover, and There's Sky on the cover there. So yeah, I only have, it looks like 5 of my NEWTs remaining, so hopefully I can get all those done next week. We'll see. Let's see how I am on my wheel. So Girl Serpent Thorn completed my Scrib Today's Pick. Sleepy Hollow completed my classic. Reread was the Babysitter Club graphic novel. Graceland was my one-word title. And that's it. I only have 3 left from my wheel that I have to do. And I got some book mail. So this is the other book. Well, if you watched last week's vlog, you would see that I won a giveaway from Riveted by Simon Teen, and I won 3 different books, and 2 of them came in my last vlog, and so this one arrived for this vlog. And this one is Whispering Pines by Heidi Lang and Katie Bartowski. And this says, on a dark night, Ray's father vanishes without a trace, and Ray knows what happens to him. But no one believes her when she says that her father didn't run off, that he was actually taken. Now, a year of therapy later, Ray's mother decides they need a fresh start, so they move to a new town in the hope that life can return to normal. The problem is, there is nothing normal about the town of Whispering Pines. No one knows this better than Caden. He's living in Whispering Pines. He's lived in Whispering Pines his entire life, and he's seen more than his fair share of weird, starting with his own family, as the town is the perfect home base for his mother's ghost hunting business. When several kids go missing and then show up like zombies with their eyes removed, most of the locals brush it off. Just another day in Whispering Pines. But Caden has a dark secret, one that may explain why someone is stealing eyes. And Ray, who knows how it feels to not be believed, may be just the person Caden needs to help him put things right. And this is a middle grade, and it comes out on September 1st. Oh yeah, and you can see here, he, like, one of his eyes is like going away. Oh, and he also has like a ghosty hand on his shoulder. So fun. So thank you so much, Riveted and Simon Teen, for sending me these. Okay, so that's where I'm going to end this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!